Hello, 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 Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Thank you for watching my video. Um, I want to welcome you to your reading for the full moon slash eclipse that's taking place on January 20th through January 21st. I'm gonna just jump right into things because I do need to give a disclaimer before I go into the reading. So on my Instagram, I did a live reading and I gave you guys assignments. So those of you that did do your assignment, congratulations and thank you. Um, for those of you guys that were not able to see my live reading, I'll give you a quick recap. So pretty much the message that I received for Scorpio to prepare for this full moon slash solar eclipse that's taking place is focusing on relationships. I had the ideas of and the visions of bringing things home, bringing things, aligning things, arranging things. It's almost like there's been a lot of inconsistencies in your lives, Scorpio. So it's almost it's that time. It's that time to come back. It's that time to come back. As of August 2016 to present, it seems as if think of yourself as think of yourself as the ocean, right? It's almost as you came in with waves, but you went into land. You went into people's houses, you went into sand, you knocked over some tents, you knocked over some beach chairs, you went out there. It was really cool. You were able to get out of your shell, you tried new things, fell in love, started this new position, started this other relationship, had this child. You guys went out, right? So now this full moon slash solar, I keep saying solar eclipse, lunar eclipse is asking you to now regroup and come back home. Okay. So there was also a connection between Aries and Cancer. So for those of you Scorpios that are actually in relationships with an Aries or Cancer, I want to bring your attention to the connection I saw on my live reading. So the connection that I saw was that the clarifier that I used, which was the past life deck, it was it showed the clarifier Greco-Roman. So the best way that I can explain this to you is envision the ruins from Greece, from the Roman times, right? So it gave the message for all three of you signs, Aries, Cancer, and Scorpio. You have ruins, and I don't think it's a secret, guys. Everybody does. Everybody has ruins. Everybody has made mistakes. Everybody has what is it, skeletons in the closets. But anyway, so the question really that was posted for all of you guys was, so what are you going to do now? Right? You have this new full moon. You have an eclipse happening on this new full moon. What are you going to do with this energy? This is, this full moon slash eclipse is happening under the energy of the alignment of Mars and Aries. Now remember, Aries is Mars. Mars is Aries. They represent warrior. They represent passion. They represent fire signs. And they bring in a lot of, what is the word I want to use? They bring in a lot of desire, a lot of energy, a lot of right now in this moment, this is what I want. So now you get to come back home because that's what Scorpio likes anyways, right? You like your home, you like your relationships, you like to be in a relationship where your home is being worked on. Where, and by home I mean, your family, the children, the husband, the wives. That's what you like, Scorpio. So now this is what this full moon slash eclipse is going to offer you. Okay? I did ask you specifically to go back into August 2016 and, just look overall, like what are the things that have taken place that were a little bit out of place, that maybe shook up your home. How are you going to fix that? I want you to look at that, but specifically for you, Scorpio, I had a feeling that there's a possibility of reconnecting with an ex. But this ex is from August 2016 and forward until now. Any ex that's before August 2016 does not count. Okay? So that was number one. And then number two was, if you happen to have children with this ex, and again, this ex has to have been an ex from August 2016 to now. If you have children and you're constantly in communication with them, make sure that before you look at them as a reconciliation possibility, that you feel sure that the attention that they're giving you is not because of the children, but because of you. And if they have proven that to you, and if you trust your vibes and you feel that they are trying to come back to you because of you, not because of the children, then there is a possibility of a reconciliation. And this time it will take off. Understand me? So, with that said, I want to start your reading, okay? Now, I do want to tell you guys, actually, before I start the reading, because this full moon is starting on January 20th, on Eastern time, it's starting around 10:45 p.m. on January 20th, and it ends on January 21st. It gives us this really interesting, I don't even know what to call it, a balance. Let's call it balance. It gives us a very interesting balance. So this full moon slash lunar eclipse gives us a calling from Leo, which is why I'm sending you to August 2016. And because it starts on January 20th, technically it is Capricorn. Therefore, it has earth in it. It is asking you to stay grounded. It's asking you to remain humble. But then it ends on January 21st, so it brings in Aquarius, which Aquarius wants to play. It's telling you, hey, you're being too serious with this, warrior-like mindness and energy. And then you have Leo here, being dominant and asking you to take action. And then you have Capricorn here telling you that you have to stay grounded, that you have to be a manifester. Let's go out and play. Let's go out and have drinks. This is Aquarius's role. Okay, so that's how I'm going to be doing your reading. Okay, Scorpio, thank you for listening to my prelude to your reading. So this has the cards have been shuffled already and premeditated on. So I'm going to start with your reading, okay? So under Leo, you have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Under Capricorn, you have the Hermit in reverse. Under, what did I say? It was Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius. Under Aquarius, you have the Devil in reverse. And the focus under Mars and Aries is the Page of Pentacles. So it's pretty much, I can see how we're moving forward now. So now, again, for those of you that were not able to catch the live reading, you still have time. Okay, just take a moment today and make that list that I mentioned. Okay, so now that we're moving forward, this reading is moving forward. So you already have your list, you've already thought things through, you've looked at your life from August 2016 to now. Now we start the reading. Got it? All right. So, what is that? What is it that you should be more open about? What is it that you should take a risk? What is it that you should remain passionate about? These are the things, these are the energies, these are the questions that Mars and Aries are going to bring to you this year. Sorry, my screen went blank. I apologize for that, Scorpio. So, what is it that this Mars energy is bringing to you, Scorpio? And is bringing to you this Page of Pentacles. So there are, as I mentioned, new beginnings. You're going to start all that work that you put in. Remember the ocean, how you went out and you've been learning, you've been out of your comfort zone. You've been out on things. You've been making mistakes here, knocking over this chair. You've been doing things, but now everything is gonna come. It's gonna calm down, and it's gonna come back home, right? So that's why the Page of Pentacles is here, because there is a new beginning. It's almost like if you see the farms and the land behind that Page of Pentacles, it's almost like you're gonna start planting your seeds. You're going to start sowing your seeds again. And this time even better. Because I see this pentacle. You see how he's holding the pentacle like so close to his heart? It's like with all its might. That's the wisdom that you were able to collect once you went to shore. And now you're going to come back. All right? So with that said, we're gonna go into Leo. So Leo again is asking you to take action, to be dominant, to be sure in what it is that you're gonna do. It's asking you for results right away, right? So that for that you have the Nine of Wands, which is great because the Nine of Wands means take things slow. Okay, it doesn't have to finish right away. See, if you had the Nine of Wands right side up, then it would be okay, you're almost there, get to it, get through it. And just like we can all agree on, I'm sure, it's just right about when you're about to reach your final destination that things seems to just get all kinds of out of whack. And it's almost, some people refer to it as the devil tempting you to not achieve your goals. Those are the vibes. But the fact that we have the Nine of Wands in reverse is asking you to, you know what? Sweetheart, take your time to come back home. Take your time to rebuild these relationships. And by relationships, you can have relationships that were in turmoil. Like for example, with a Cancer and an Aries, with your families. This could be a daughter and son. This can be a father, like your father, your children, brother, sister, any relationship. Any relationship goes here, especially if there's any relationship that the other person is a Cancer or a Aries. Okay. So it's asking you to take your time. Take your time. Be fierce. Know what you want. And fight for hell for what it is that you want. But take your time. Be patient. We don't have to reach the 9 right away. And we don't have to use the wands because we don't need to fire anything more than this being on Leo, right? And this also being called under Mars and Aries. Okay, so this full moon, this eclipse is asking you to be patient throughout this year because now things are going to start falling into place. And think about it, Scorpio, the more patient you are, the better you're going to mold, the better you're going to build. Okay? Think things through, Scorpio. Now, what is Capricorn trying to warn you? Is telling you that the Hermit is reversed. There's a lot of water here, by the way, but it's telling you, Capricorn. Remember, the point of Capricorn is grounding for this year. Capricorn is supposed, the role that Capricorn is going to play is to ground you, to remain you, to keep you humble, to make sure that your feet are on the ground, right? So here Capricorn is telling you, hey Scorpio, beware. Whatever you did when you went out to the shore and you knocked over all these chairs and all of these whatevers, did you lie? Scorpio, was there any wrongdoing? Did you manipulate any situations to now get what you're coming back home with? Because this is coming out. And I'll tell you what, Scorpio, this is I feel like this is a double-sided sword, even, because I see this as a warning for you. You know, this is why I need you to be patient. Remember, this is new beginnings, so that's for sure. That's happening. But I need you to be patient because there may be some repercussions that you may have to deal with, Scorpio, this year, because some truth is going to come out. So I see that as a warning for you, but it could also be a good thing. Let me rephrase that. This can turn out to be a good thing as well. See, if you were lied to, if there's something that you were led to believe that turns out you find out now that wasn't true, or that somebody was hiding something from you, or that information was being kept from you, because we are under Mars and Aries energy, and Mars and Aries are aligned, you may want to go back on shore. Even though you're digressing, you may get so pissed off that you're just going to go right back to the shore. You know what? I'm going to make a tornado. I'm going to do something, right? Patience. Remember, Leo is dominant. Leo doesn't ask. Leo tells you. And Leo is telling you that you need patience. And actually, I want to show you this card. Look at the ships. Remember, it's interesting that I've been using this illustration in my head of you, Scorpio, being the water, going out there to the shore. And look at what's happening here. Look at this picture. It's asking you to avoid that. That's why it's in reverse. So remember, patience, okay? If you lied, Scorpio, you're going to piss somebody off, and things may not go as smooth or as fast as it could have. Or it's that you're going to find out that you were lied to, and you're going to get so upset, and, you know, it's not going to go as smooth or as fast as it could have. But if you were the one that was lied to, Scorpio, trust and believe, my dear, that again, because of the Page of Pentacles here, it's all going to be for the better. Okay? Now, here comes Aquarius saying, oh my God, this is too serious, Scorpio. Come on, let's play. Let's play. Let's play. Right? You have the devil in reverse. This is why you need to be patient. Because if you're not patient, you may miss out on this truth that needs to come out. You need to know this truth. I think it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, Scorpio, but you need this. Because it's the only way for you to not be manipulated anymore. And everything is just, notice how everything is darkness. Everything is darkness. Because remember, you're digressing, right? But this is your focal point. You're building. Let's talk about farming, right? Let's say you're going to plant a sunflower, right? What do you have to do? You have to dig, right? So that's what you did. When you went out to the shore, you started digging, right? Then you started planting your seeds, right? You start planting your seeds. What happens when the soil is fertile? What happens when you start planting seeds? Sometimes little wormies come out, right? Those wormies is that truth that I'm telling you that needs to come out. That has to happen. Let it happen. Okay? Be patient. Be patient. Understand me? Because this devil is in reverse, and that is what we want. Because see, right side up, if you see, the devil has two people being manipulated. And I told you that this year is going to be specifically because of how this full moon eclipse is welcoming you, Scorpio. You're meant to rebuild, restart, um, restructure your relationships, right? Without it being any control, without there being secrets that people can hold over your head, like blackmail and things like that. It has to come out. Even if it's blackmail, let it. And like I said, we got this Nine of Wands here. It's in reverse, but that's because this is what Leo is asking. It's not asking, it's telling you that you need to not lose your shit, Scorpio. All right? So, I'm going to bring out your clarifiers. Okay. So, Leo is telling you to work out of negotiations. Okay? And it's interesting because this card came out for Cancer on this round of readings, not on the live reading, on the one I just recorded. See, everything is about negotiating. In order for you to have balance, you need to negotiate. You need to negotiate. Remember, what is your point? You're going to start anew, right? You're going to start your ground, you're going to refertilize it. Even if it was fertile before, again, reminding you of this ex, that's a possibility. If you dated somebody from August 16 forward, this refertilization process, right? You're going to need to have some negotiation. You need to be open to that. For example, it could be that your ex went and got married, found out she wasn't happy, so now she wants to come back. If you accept that, the truth has to come out. But there's gonna have to be some negotiation here. Okay? But always remember the main point. Okay? Now, Capricorn is asking you to sit in isolation for some time. And interestingly enough, it's asking you for full moons. So I don't know. I don't know if you're going to remember this reading, 8 months from now. But if you could sit in, not isolation per se, but if you can sit and just recap and refocus, do meditation, sit in a quiet space. Like, I don't know if you see, but here, you see how I have like pillows and you can see like my rug. And all the way over there, there's like a mirror. This is my sacred space, right? This is where I do my readings. This is where I meditate. Awesome things happen in this room. I need you to create that. I need you to build that. Okay, Scorpio, because you need to sit in, and by isolation, it means sit with your thoughts, think things through, meditate, pray. Whatever your religious beliefs, energetic beliefs, spiritual team, whatever it is that you do, I need you to spend more time with that. Especially because remember, we're trying to avoid losing our shit. So again, Capricorn is asking you, especially when this secret comes out, when this unsaid truths come out, before you say one word, stop, time yourself out. Know that you're going to have to do some negotiation. That's going to happen. But before you do anything, before you say anything, sit down by yourself and pray, meditate, hum, play with your singing bowls, whatever it is that you do. Meditate, clarify, write, sing, scream, run, exercise, go swimming, whatever it is you need to do. Make sure that you bring yourself back to the main point, which is refertilizing, which is bringing home, which is restructuring, rebuilding your relationships, strengthening your relationships, okay? Now, Aquarius wants you to play. And Aquarius is telling you, girl, guy, you have to be confident. You have to be confident in what it is that you want to do. Because no matter, you can do all of this, but this is so much work. But if you have no confidence, guess what the devil is going to do? Oh, let me put it to you this way. If you have no confidence, what is the devil going to do? Manipulate you, right? If you have no confidence, are you really going to be putting out to the universe the correct energy, the correct vibes, the correct mindset? Remember, what you put out, that's what you're going to get back, right? Which again is why you're being told be patient. Because if what you put out there when you went out to the shore was not the best behavior or the best intentions, now that you're trying to rebuild and you're going to rebuild, and this is the time to rebuild and work on your relationships, there's going to be some wormies that are going to come out. Okay, so you need to be patient. Understand that there's going to be negotiations to take place. Okay? So my Scorpios, there you have it. This is your full moon slash lunar eclipse for January 20th through the 21st of 2019. I thank you for sitting through this reading. I was trying to be elaborate as I can. And if you have any questions, if you would like to have a personal reading, please feel free to book me at www.indumquest.com, and please come on over to Instagram and friend me. Send me a friend request at indumquest on Instagram. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can get some notifications when I upload my videos, and you can stay abreast of things for your journey. Okay? Well, thank you so much, and I hope that you really take this seriously and you do the best you can at the time of the eclipse and the full moon. Okay? Enjoy.